Everybody, repairguy.com, 203-892-4119, also harbackelectronics.com. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we have another Ameritron Al811h. Customer sent this in and needs a bunch of stuff done. I already took the socket assembly out because I saw some red flags. It was missing a few of the standoffs, so he told me he had taken it out at some point. So I just wanted to give it a better look over before I could quote it. So I'm going to ground the grids, the gas discharge tubes, use a new plate choke, change the straps for the Parasitic suppressor board. I'm going to add the diodes for the bias circuit. I clean the TR/bias relay with deoxy gold, put in new So-239's. These were already cut, the plate blockers, so I'll replace those. So someone replaced the caps at some point, so I lifted the pink resistors, and this one is open. So caps will have to be changed, resistors changed. Do the bias modification. The switch needs to be replaced. Switching, but it is definitely defective. It's an angle. The ones are okay. Alright, so I was missing the three nut inserts on this side. So this was bent down a little bit because you didn't have any screws in there. The cover gives the chassis structural support when all the screws are in. So I'll put larger screws in on the return shipment. And he had the wrong size screws in for the rest of the cover. Take 632s. These are look like number 4. Okay, so it's getting a brand new set of Penta lab tubes, and the So-239's are coming from Max Gain Systems. So stay tuned. I will be back. I don't have a plate choke, so I'm not going to do anything until it comes. I'll move on to something else, but I'll be on it shortly. So stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. So I added the diodes to the rear board. Zip tied all the wiring. Did the bias modification. I'll show you everything on the other side when I am done testing it. So I compressed the socket clips, added the gas discharge tubes, grounded the grid connection right to the metal, touched up on the solder joints for the filament connections, and tightened all these standoffs. Okay, so I'm going to get back to work. See you guys soon. So, whenever I see a different plug on the end of the cord, I always inspect behind the plate. And someone did a horrendous job. So, the taps are. So I'm going to take all this out, fix it. Be right back. Fixed all the jumpers. I always go through the holes and solder the lead on both sides. Double-sided board. Trace on both sides. Okay, so see you soon. Back with the completed Ameritron Al811h. Customer wants to see it working on 40 meters. So there's the band. There are the settings. Voltage. Bird 43 with the PP kit installed. A genuine bird. 1 kW slug going into a bird attenuator load. Radio set to roughly 60 or 70 watts or so. There's the frequency. Audio hello, audio hello, hello, hello. Audio 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800, 800. Hello, 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 hello. Audio hello, 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 hello. Put it on plate current. Audio audio hello, hello, hello. 800, 800, 800. It's working as it should. Okay, so I'll let it cool off and show you the inside. Be back soon. Okay, so here's the inside of the Al811h. I'll show you everything I did. New bleeder/equalization resistors, new chemic capacitors, to the bias modification, new plate blocking capacitors, new parasitic board, new plate choke, longer screw in the top of the parasitic board, longer screw through the bottom of the plate choke. You already saw what I did. Below the tube sockets, gas discharge tubes, grounded the grid, connection directly to the metal. Resecured the safety choke, added the diodes to the rear board. The biasing, brand new So-239's from max gain systems. I fixed the jumpers on the back of the board that were really bad. Soldered, like I said, I solder those leads both sides of the board because both sides of the board have a trace for each connection. Fixed the coil a little bit, it was distorted. Tightened hardware, zip tied the wiring, fixed solder joints, and that's about it. So if you need an amp repaired, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 203-892-4119. That's 203-892-4119. I also replaced the switch. Almost forgot. The old piece from the old one was in there. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. 73. Forgot to add that I cleaned the input rotary switch with Deoxy Gold, output rotary / band switch with Deoxy Gold, and the TR / bias relay with Deoxy Gold. It's been a long day. I had other stuff to also do. Did the hardbot kits, went and helped someone with something at their house, and got the amplifier work done. So busy day. So that's about it. I'm done for the day. Catch you all later.